Today I hit one of my lowest points as a foster parent. And I have to be honest, if we didn't currently have kids in the home, I honestly would consider just throwing in the towel. So I knew I wanted to get a video to you guys today. It was actually going to be a totally different video. Originally, I wanted to share with you guys just some basic information regarding foster care and really get into the reasons why kids are removed from their home. That is something that I do still plan to cover, but just with the nature of events that have happened today, I kind of want to switch gears and talk about something a little heavier. Today I hit one of my lowest points as a foster parent. And I have to be honest, if we didn't currently have kids in the home, kids who are currently placed with us, I honestly would consider just throwing in the towel. Or at the very least, take a very long break. And it's kind of funny because we have only been foster parents for 2.5 years. If you add in the time it took to do our training and our home study and the whole application process, we've been doing this for 3 years. And I knew as a foster parent that the most challenging aspect of this role was going to be the red tape. It was going to be the system. It was going to be how things operate, how things work, all of the different people that you have to interact with, the scrutiny that you are placed under as a foster parent. I knew that those were the things that would break me, but I didn't expect it to happen so quickly. Many of you know, if you've watched our previous videos, that John and I were notified that there was an allegation that we violated a policy. And I do agree, we did, we violated confidentiality. We thought at the time that we were, following all of the rules, but we messed up and it happens, and we've since corrected, we believe that we've corrected the issue. But with that violation, we're tangled up in this process with our agency and with the county, and we have very little information, and there's just so much unknown on how this is going to impact us as foster parents, how it will impact us moving forward. We don't know at this point where we stand with our agency, with the county, and today was just a day where I felt so undervalued as a foster parent. And it's really hard when you feel like you're doing everything possible. We're always focused first on doing right by the kids who are being placed with us. They're always, number one as it pertains to our role as foster parents. Supporting the family, also really high up there, doing what we can to support the family. And then of course, just complying with all the things that we know that we have to comply with. And today was just a day where it just feels like we're failing. And I'm sharing this with you. I'm sharing this low point because I think that there's value in hearing this side of things. I've always tried to be really transparent, and I know it's hard for you all to see our videos and see our shares, and even though we're being super authentic, you guys are only seeing a little part of our lives. And the reality is, just with anything, being a foster parent is not all unicorns and rainbows. And as one person shared with me, time moves on, this will pass, this feeling is going to pass, but that doesn't change that in this moment, I was ready to give up. Obviously, we have a lot on our plate right now. We have 2 kids of our own, Darcy, who's 5, Sawyer, who is about to be 2. We have 3 kids who are currently placed with us, and that brings its own unique challenges, and it is always worth it. It's always worth it. The day-to-day, stress, the laundry that piles up, the death pile that I have in the basement that eventually I'm gonna get to. Those are the things that are really manageable. You know that that comes with the territory. But when you're a foster parent who truly cares, some of it can just get to you. And I do think that there's some truth to like compassion fatigue. And I think that that's why there are a lot of foster families who foster for a certain period of time and then they stop, or they take an extended break before they get back into it. The same can be said for caseworkers, social workers. There's a high rate of turnover, and a lot of it is contributed to like compassion fatigue, and also the fact that they're just not compensated for the amount of work and effort that they're doing. So there are times as a foster parent that you are gonna hit a point where you just feel like you can't take any more on, you can't do anymore. And that's okay. It passes, and you get right back up and you take care of those kids and you do everything that you need to do. And you find the time to give yourself some self-care and take a break. You always want to make sure that you're taking care of yourself first. At this point, many of you know that we are unable to, share certain things, and, we don't feel comfortable talking specifically about the situation that we're dealing with as foster parents with this violation. At some point in the future, I will be sharing, what this has been like, what the process looks like, but it's just not appropriate right now to be sharing that information. And this isn't the first time that I have felt as a foster parent that it's more difficult to be in this role when you care so much. It's easier for the system if you care and they want you to care for the kids. They want you to advocate for the kids. But then it hits a point where, oh, hey, calm down. So this is just an example of me continuing to find that balance of caring and doing as much as you can, but at the same time having to let go of certain worry and lots of control. That was a given. I knew coming into being a foster parent, really having zero control. And that's evident in the fact that there was one conversation that we had regarding this violation, and that was it. That was all we were expected to contribute. You're alleged to have violated a policy. You have one conversation that maybe lasts an hour, and then you're told that it is a violation and you have no other information. So yeah, it's not fun. It's not a fun position to be in. Obviously, we have taken responsibility. It just is, it's shocking sometimes at the way things work and the things that you're expected to do and not do as a foster parent. We will continue to focus on the kids. We will continue to focus on the things that we do have control over. Hopefully there won't be too many more sleepless nights. We will continue to be posting videos. You guys all have been so kind to have adapted with us. I know you guys love all of the content, all of the educational information, and we will be sure to keep those coming. And we just continue to find that balance of sharing the information about being foster parents, sharing our experiences. And so now it just comes down to putting my big girl panties on and just focusing on the long list of things that I have to be doing. This was kind of a detour for me. I had a really busy day planned and, really just took a different direction. But yeah, my to-do list looks like it's Harry Potter, Order of the Phoenix, like this thick. So many things that I need to be doing. So you just have to move on. I will still plan on making that video about why kids may enter care. That's a really important topic to understand coming into this role as a foster parent, or if you're involved with foster care in whatever capacity. So that's definitely coming up. We also are going to be celebrating Earth Day in a couple of days. We have an exciting sponsorship in that video as well. And something really exciting I wanted to share with you all is that the videos that we are going to have sponsored, in those videos we are also going to be picking a wish from a child who's currently in foster care on the One Simple Wish website. So make sure that you watch those videos to the end. That way you can see which wish we grant for a child in care. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for being so supportive, and we will see you next time.